Operation Status Quo. Operation Status Quo. Prepare to engage. Operation Status Quo. Ready to engage. Operation Status Quo. Engaged. 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 How are you? Ladies and gentlemen, it's true. I don't know what's true. Really, nothing's true. That's the whole point of Operation Status Quo, isn't it? That nothing is really true. We don't know anything that's true or anything that could be true. Is there a chance that there's some sort of truth out there in any capacity whatsoever? I really can't say. Let's see. I'm trying to find some of my something. Here we go. I want to say some of my little different.
Absolutely.
Thank you. There we go. I go to that screen today, I think. All right. How we doing over here, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Operation Status Quo here today on the 18th of April in the good year 2023. My name is Pete Palma, and you are now engaged in Operation Status Quo, where we observe the status quo, and of course we learn to flow with the quo, and sometimes we create our own flow around the quo, because sometimes with the flow of that quo, you just got to say no. I think my brain's going in crazy directions already. All right, hey, listen, so today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, simply titled Bud Light 'em Up, and you know about what's going on with Budweiser and everything, so, you know, we got the little, I can't play this long because as soon as I said Bud Light 'em Up, this is what came to my mind, but I can't play this long because, you know, with the music and everything, but, you know. Light 'em up, up, light 'em up, up. All right, that's it, because I don't want to get banned off YouTube right off the bat. Fallout Boy's gonna sue me. But light 'em up, light 'em up. How funny is this? I had to do this today because I saw a story on the news yesterday regarding this whole thing with the Bud Light and what they did with the trans person and everything. And, you know, it's so, you know, I say this all the time, right? It doesn't matter like what side of things that you're on or what you believe or any of that type of stuff. It's just amazing how reactive people are on either side, right? I mean, you know, if you're someone who supports the community, you know, of course, you know, it's you want to just shove it down, no puns intended, you want to shove it down everybody's throat, you know. Hold on, let me have my little applause. No puns intended. You want to shove it down everybody's throat. Absolutely. Hey-o. Ah, boy.
I'm a bad girl.
Yes, you are a bad girl.
Am I a good girl?
No. You're a bad girl.
I'm a bad girl.
Yes, you're a bad girl. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey-o. I gotta have a little bit of fun. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain you. Don't you understand? It's entertainment. It's a morph between entertainment and education. It's almost like subliminal education, because I'm trying to educate the population through some sort of entertainment. You know, so if you're entertained, you're soaking it in. That's like you with the movies. When I talk about that before, about how the movies are programmed. You go in, you open up your mind, you sit, you're entertained. Are you not entertained? Remember Gladiator, right? Are we entertained? So anyway, I'm sorry. I you know, I've been like half asleep all day, and all of a sudden I hit a few buttons, and I came on, and now I'm all feeling juiced up or something. This is like a great learning lesson for myself. Anytime that I'm feeling kind of down, ready to fall asleep, maybe depressed in any capacity, I just got to come on here and start talking to the good people of the world, because I love you.
What do you know?
I don't know anything, nothing at all.
It is pointless to resist.
Hey-o. All right. So, anyhow, Bud Light 'em Up. So, the funny part about it was, then they show all the stuff of what people are doing in response, you know, because they're so angry about, you know, this Bud Light being supported in this whole campaign with the transgender woman, guy thing, whatever, that, you know, was doing their, because I don't want to sound insensitive. You know, I understand something. Let me make this clear from the very beginning. This is not anything against anybody's choices or what they feel to do. You know, I talk about this all the time, that our existence is a multi-dimensional, spiritual, you know, energetic kind of vibration thing, and, you know, whatever is expressed in the physical is what's meant to be for that particular soul's journey. So we have to be tolerant, you know, and that's the part that kind of always gets me about some of the stuff, you know, if you want to say left and right, whatever, and maybe if they see it on the other way too, but I feel the people that want you to be so tolerant of the things that they're doing that, you know, make other people agitated, that are quote unquote out of the norm or whatever, you know, they're the ones that are intolerant of you. Like, you know, if you don't feel the same way, like, I mean, for example, it's great if you, like, someone wants to have a transition and become a different gender. I mean, go for it, right? I mean, you're living, it's your life, you know, just, you know, do whatever you want to do. But don't hate me because I want to keep my penis. I barely have one. Let me just keep what I got, please.
Heyo.
So anyway,
Be nice to it.
I'm trying. Yeah. So anyway, so the people on the, whatever. So I made it. I don't know if did I make it clear that this is not about, speaking what's right or wrong, good or bad, because there is no such thing. It's not whatever. Okay. So it's all, you have to remember Operation Status Quo is about observation, right? So it's not about judgment. It's about observation, and awareness and detachment in a sense, really too. So, because what was funny about it is like, they show the video with Kid Rock, with his machine gun just shooting up all. I'm thinking like, this is really crazy. Right? I mean, I like Kid Rock, but I'm thinking like, I mean, you're really taking the time to, like set up all these beers and then mow them down with a machine gun. And I mean, it seems so violent is all I'm saying. It's like, I get it, I'm just not, as much as like, if I had to punch somebody in the face, I would, I guess, but at the same time, I'm not violent. I don't think like, I don't think that way. Like, let me go blow something up and destroy everything. I'm mad, and I don't know. Anyway, but so they showed, like a steamroller going over all these, like a pallet or like, a whole bunch of these, they had cases of Bud Light all around, and the steamroller was driving over them and crushing the cans. And then all these other videos of people, pouring the beer down the drain, saying they'll never buy it again, and all this kind of thing. And, so what I'm trying to say is like, that's like, to me, like, over the top. I mean, like, it's just like over the top crazy. Like, if you're mad at look, first of all, we're talking about Budweiser, okay? Which is like probably the crappiest beer you could buy. I mean, it's like total shit, commercial shit. I mean, it's shit. So first of all, I don't even know why you're even enjoying the product. It's not even a product to enjoy, for number one, okay? And then, you're really upset because they decided to do, have this, go along with this person who went through on TikTok or whatever it was, a whole year showing her transition, and try. Now they want to say how proud we are of you that you got boobs installed, so we're going to put a beer for you. I don't know. Right. Anyway. But then, of course, now Budweiser feeling the backlash of people being so upset about this. Now they released another commercial, I guess, the other day with the old Clydesdale, how they used to do in the old days, and showing that they're, still the true whatever, blah, blah, blah. And all that is just such bullshit. And another example of everything I like to talk about propaganda and programming. And you can't trust, these people are all in it together. It's not about Budweiser. They create a product and they're selling you a beer or whatever. It's like, it's a social, it's an agenda. It's and they're all in cahoots, all these businesses with the governments and the money and the this and the that. And, and they create these scenarios. I mean, they know what they're doing. You think Budweiser really cares if people don't drink their beer? I mean, what that company is doing, in a sense of destroying, the population just by, what it is, what it represents, the commercialism, who they're entrenched with. I mean, you always see them like in the Super Bowl commercials and everything. And, the Super Bowl is one of the most even, I hate to say this, I know how some of this sounds, but the Super Bowl is basically, like one of the highest level satanic events, human trafficking stuff of the year, So, anyway, it's all propaganda and bullshit, and they put it out there. You think they don't think that people are going to get pissed off if they put something like that out there, especially in today's world, and especially the type of company. I mean, we're talking about Budweiser. You're appealing to like, oh gosh, now I don't want to insult anybody, but yeah, you're appealing to a certain class of people, some people that maybe kind of, people that have like their home is on wheels. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, ding, 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 ding. And you think those people are going to be all about like, oh, I'll tell you what, I can't wait till we get some tranny move in my neighborhood. We need a woman's touch around here. I don't know. It's just funny to me. But here's what I really think too, and I want to say this. I do believe that it's actually hindering, the community. I see this, because you have first of all, and I'm not, and again, let me preface it again by saying that this is not, mean for everybody, okay? Because some people, like, some people are, before it was cool to be gay, there were people that were actually gay, before it came a whole, like, movement of, like, oh, no, I don't want to, I want to be gay now so I can be cool, because it's advertised, and it's like, just like back in the day, like, when I was younger, and everybody wanted to be black, because it was like, and you had all the white guys, wearing the baggy pants, and being all, like, trying to, like, could be like in the hood because that was a cool image back then, So, first everybody wanted to be black. Yeah, so we turned everybody, but now we want to turn gay. We'll try to make sure everybody's gay. And now, transgender, we got to convince people that they shouldn't, that they should question their gender. You're born, you should question your gender immediately. You should make no sort of judgment on what your gender should be. And again, this doesn't go towards, I'm saying this, like, this is what society does, right? This is how they try to, create division. This is how they try to manipulate. This is how they try to just like demoralize mankind, and our sovereign connection to oneness. They do these type of things. So they create these propagandas and these media campaigns and these social agenda programs, blah, blah, to encourage people to, do this stuff that they don't even know if they want to do it or not. And going back to what I'm saying for the people who really are, I mean, listen, it is what it is. Some people are this and some people are that, and it's great and it's fine. But something like this is a disservice to that community. First of all, you got somebody who, may feel, it's like not confused, but just maybe not insecure. I don't really want to use negative terms. Like, maybe they're just like inhibited or something like that, to really be free and express who they are because, they feel like they're going to be judged and everything, so, and then you start creating this whole atmosphere where now you got people like totally, against it because, and not because of the transgender people, right? Because the social agendas, the bullshit politics, the bullshit propaganda, the media manipulation, all this stuff where, now they want to, put it in the schools. And I'm not saying you can't teach something. I mean, information's information in a respectful way, but, they want to make it part of like, these younger kids in school or, have to learn like, sometimes a man wants to be a woman and sometimes a woman wants to be a man. When a man becomes a woman, and a woman becomes a man. So I don't know. All I'm saying is that it's a disservice to the community. Just like I feel like when they were trying to, the same thing with the gay community. Gay community struggled for years to, feel that they're respected or not going to get beat up on a corner somewhere or something like that. And then they try to market it and make it a cool thing. And they put it in people's faces and it makes it, it convolutes everything. And that's what I think they do, with something like this. They take something like Budweiser, which is a big company, which is, totally controlled, owned, operated. It's just the same as like a movie, it's the same as a movie company. They're bought and sold to put out the propaganda that they want to put out. And, they click it off the list. Let's have Budweiser do tranny beer, blah, blah, blah. This will piss off. They know who it's going to piss off. And then they create more division, right? Because now all those ding, 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 ding people that are drinking Bud Light and shit, right? They're all pissed off because ain't no way going to bring no tranny around here now. We're going to have to send them right back to hell. So it's like you're the people. So what's going to happen? Those people are going to get pissed off because you effed with their beer, and now they're going to like be more angry towards the transgender community instead of letting these people come into their own beautiful fruition of whatever it is that they need to be. So I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say here today, ladies and gentlemen, on Bud. Light them up, light them up, because they're shooting everything and destroying everything because they're all pissed off that the transgender community is being represented by Bud Light. Our world is crazy. Isn't it crazy? You gotta laugh. I'm telling you, you gotta laugh, and you can't. Please tell me you can't say that you can't see. You can't say that you can't see. I don't know. You can't say that you can't see. You have to be able to recognize and see that everything we're being shown is just total pollution and fraud. And they do it on purpose. And what's happening in today's world, all these types of things, it just gets more and more elevated, more and more fiery because they got to wake people up. People have got, it's already, the wheels are already in motion for, the higher level of what we're coming to, and it really comes down to, how many people can we wake up along the way? That's really about it. Because otherwise, other people are going to be stuck in the old paradigm and, it's not too cozy there. So, if you really want to, free yourself and liberate yourself, you have to like look and say like, what are they showing me? Like, this is like totally ridiculous, and that goes down to the whole path of, I don't even want to get into it with the devolution and Trump actually still being president. And, there's so many. I just watched this whole thing today, and they went over the whole thing again with the inauguration and just how much of a sham that was, and all the military symbolism that was in there to show that, there was never an actual transition of power. And not for anything, you shouldn't be mad at me for saying that if it's something that kind of makes you think that I'm some conspiracy nut or whatever. You should be happy, because if you trust that goofy clone that's in there now, if you really believe that dead brain of a nothing is really the president, you can't believe it. There's no way he's in charge. You wouldn't put that guy in charge to clean your freaking bathroom at a freaking Wawa. It's like, come on, be real. So anyway, and that's what it is. It's all distraction, and it's all about keeping people, people are running around fighting over, Bud Light. Think about that, and think about what's going on in the world. Think about what's happening. No one talks about what's going on financially around the world. No one talks about all the riots and the protests in all the other countries of people fighting back against their governments for freedom and such. Instead it's a big deal about, did Bud Light make a marketing mistake? And, should we support the transgender movement? You're talking shit. You're talking shit that don't mean shit, because without a stable world, without like a place to actually live and breathe, and use your thought, what's it matter? What's it matter whether it's a trans or I don't know, whatever, Russian spies, I don't know, whatever frig crap that everybody talks about and worried about all the time, Oh, God, it just makes me so crazy. It makes me crazy.
Stop yanking my chain.
I'm not. It's true. It's true. Hey-o.
I believe.
So, all right. Anyway, I think, I don't know. I was pretty much it. I just really wanted to come on today and just, and just kind of talk about that, because I just thought it was, personally, I thought it was just, I just find it to be, I know this happened kind of like last week or whatever, and I did mention it a little bit on one of my shows last week, I think. I didn't get into it deeply, but when I saw the story last night and they're showing Kid Rock shooting it up, and, I saw that video before, but then they had a bunch of other videos with it, with the steamroller. I'm thinking, are they really, are people really like taking time out of their day to destroy this beer? And like, who purchased all the beer to destroy? Did Budweiser make money like off of all the beer that people bought to destroy? Or was just that was their personal collection? I really don't know. The whole thing is just kind of insanity. So I don't know. Listen, please, let's stop judging each other. Let's just make it clear. Let's just end it here, because I'm having a little fun with it, because it's just so ridiculously over the top stupid, and the just distractions that they try to keep us entangled in are just really amazing. And, I say to myself, it's like, please, can somebody please stop insulting my intelligence and get me somebody? It's like in Jerky Boys when the woman's like, "Sir, how I can help you?" And he goes, "No, how can I help you, sir? Thank you. Get me somebody on the phone I can talk to." It's like, hey-o. That's how I feel here. It's like, please, get me somebody I can talk to. "Sir, how I can help you?" No, it's, "How can I help you, sir? Thank you. Get me somebody on the phone I can talk to." All right. So listen, freedom. That's what we're shooting for. Freedom of thought, freedom of just freedom, sovereignty, connection, your true divine oneness. That's what we're here for. That's what Operation Status Quo is all about. And you see the distractions and the people that you trust, the companies that you feel are looking out for you, or, giving you the product that you like. It's a lie. It's all a lie. And it's all done by design, to keep you just in that little petri dish of life, as I've been saying. It's that little petri dish. They just keep you in there, and they just, poke and prod while you're in the petri dish, and whatever they want to do, you're like, what's it? I wanted to say Mandarin. It's not Mandarin. It's Meta. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not looking it up because my brain's going too fast, but you know what I'm talking about with the puppet, So that's what we are. We're all just little. Let's go buy Budweiser. Oh, let's go to Taco Bell. Oh, let's drink soda. And that's what they, that's like, what are you going to do? You got to have a little piece of cake. You got to have a little piece of cake. But anyway, that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. So don't let these distractions get you. And on either side, as I'm saying, it's like, even though I have my opinions in certain things on one way, I definitely still feel you shouldn't be attached on either side that deeply. You believe what you believe, and it is what it is. You watch things play out. Ultimately, we don't really know all the truths and who's the good guys, bad guys, if it's even good guys, bad guys, and, what the plans are. And the truth is, not to be like, I'm not religious that way, but it is God's plan. I mean, for lack of a better term, some people want to say source or universe or whatever, but it's all one energy of creation, and it's all playing out. And again, I say this all the time. This is the Earth School. So anything you're seeing here is done purposely, because we need all the different facets, because there's so many levels of growth and so many different souls. So, everything has to be, you have to have the limitless possibility. So no matter what, this world, it's never going to be like, Jesus swings down, from the clouds and just wipes his hand, and now everything's nice, and it's the Garden of Eden, and we're all just floating around on little happy clouds, enjoying life with no problems. It's just not going to happen, right? And that doesn't mean, I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just not going to happen, because this is physical existence, and just the nature of it there has to be duality. So for every action, equal and opposite reaction. For everything that happens positive, there's the same level of negative energy that flows and intertwines. And it's all up to you to attach to what you want to attach to, and to vibrate where you want to vibrate, and be the best you can be, and avoid these distractions. Avoid these distractions, because they do it on purpose. That's why this crap is on TV, to keep your brain poisoned, so you don't live free and connect to your soul and really, have a fruitful, enjoyable life. You can make it happen. You can make it happen. That's what we're here for on Operation Status Quo. So I want to thank you so much today, ladies and gentlemen, for being with me here today on Operation Status Quo. Of course, I am Pete Palma. Please, 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 I implore you to like, subscribe, and share. I mean, at least subscribe. Seriously. I mean, if you don't ever watch, just take a second. Just takes a second. Just look, click, click. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just hit subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get the algorithm going. So, maybe it goes off to more people. So maybe other people will watch, and you don't have to. You can give yourself a break. But anyway, like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell or button or whatever the frig they call it. And, this way when I'm going live and all that kind of thing. And most importantly, I am a man of the people, and you are the people. We are people. And I would love for you to share your talents, your skills, whatever it is that you would like to share. You're welcome here to be on this show, or to at least send me some sort of message and let me know what topics you'd like to talk about. Drop some comments in the comment. I'll call it the comment bin below. Drop some comments in the comment bin, if you would, please. All right. Anyway, so that's it. That's it. You're beautiful people. I love you individually as well as a group. I say all the time, I thank you so much for the time you take to be here with me. And, I'm here for you. I want to send positive vibes. So just remember to stay positive, stay happy, live life, enjoy life, be life, your life. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper. You and me are peppers. We're not peppers. Stop it. Hey-o. Stop it. Stop it. All right, let me go over here so I can get the hell out of here and leave you poor people alone. All right, so this is Operation Status Quo, and I love all you people. I said that, and, God bless each and every one of you individually as well as a group. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Remember in Elf when it's like, and you're my dad, and you don't know me, and I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, that was weird. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, till next time, Operation Status Quo disengaged.